Good morning, all. So I think you have been having some serious discussions till now, and coming 2 days you will be having more serious and fintech kind of discussion. So in between, I'm having a very simple topic, as he generously said about me. I am from consulting industry. We do financial, corporate, and tax consultancy, and of course technology consulting, which is embedded to that. So today I'm presenting before you a very simple, straightforward topic: how, as a financial consultant, the emergence of technology disrupted or influenced the way we have been approaching our services. So I think most of you here might be the leaders or the owners or the senior management of many large enterprises. So won't be much surprise to many of you, but we have been focusing more on the SME segment in every country we are present. Currently, we are in 8 countries and fully covering the GCC, and in the Far East, we are in Singapore, and in Europe, we are in UK. So as a traditional consultant, we started as, we focusing on audits, internal auditing, accounting, taxation, etc., etc. But how the emergence of AI or such kind of technology pushed us to look way beyond that. So it's a very small presentation, and I hope you can enjoy it with a little bit of relaxation, not with all the seriousness you have been having now. Sorry for that. Technology always doesn't work, right? So as I said, from the traditional consulting, which obviously everyone started off with the traditional consulting, and it's a little boring, when you get disrupted like that. Anyway, so like anyone, we started as of a traditional consultant, which we focusing on the processes, how the things being done, giving opinions, giving advisories, or criticizing or reviewing the past historical data, information, and everything from our clients, rather not contributing anything productive. That's what obviously, when you think about consultants comes into your face. These guys are just giving advices for a hell lot of money. So from that point of view, when you shift the gear to a modern consulting, what happens is that we usually call it as consulting 4.0. What happened is that, there is two things which emerged out of that. Number one was that a completely new type of consulting line emerged, or a new service line emerged. Like, for example, it's called, it's an umbrella called of digital transformation. It's not a new term, but from a financial consultant perspective, rather than doing the audits or doing the advisory type of roles, or reviewing the books and finances of a client, or if you say even right now when you're reviewing the digital assets or the kind of fintech solutions every client is having, rather than just giving out the criticisms or the opinions or the gaps or the anomalies, we are now prepared, or we are now supposed to give the solutions also. So that's what I said, the digital transformation came into place. Number two, the line between consultancy and tech consulting, grew thinner. There is nothing called it just bare consulting now. Everyone is supposed to give a tech-based solution to way forward for the problem you are identifying. So that have been happening in the big fours or big fives, which are the giants in our industry. They have been doing for a decade or more now. They have been focusing and investing more into digital transformation, into consulting, into tech consulting, etc. So likewise, comparing to that, the SME segment is a bit slow. Everybody knows that. They have to be pushed to invest into technology. They are reluctant to most of the changes at a faster pace. So being focused on SME segment, we have the hurdle of convincing them to invest into or look into this technology direction. Plus, we are, as a consultant, have to invest more into tech-based solutions. So, and on the top of it, when you say traditionally, we have been focusing on the past data analysis, the historical data analysis, but right now it's a time of real-time data analysis. So that's also a real shift in our perspective. So when this shift came, or when this change of perspective and approaches came, we found that there are three pillars or three things which we can fall into when you're changing the approach of a traditional consulting. And obviously, you can say that data is the cornerstone of everything. And we say that data is the gold, or data is the asset of the new era. So why the consultants are not focusing on the importance of data analytics or data consulting was the question which we have to answer, and especially in the SME segment. So we started focusing on, enabling our clients and customers to have data-driven decisions. And obviously, as I said, many of you may be the part of a large enterprises where data-driven decisions have been happening for some time, and you are enjoying the fruit of that. But the same case, when you focus into SME segment, you can see that there are still a big gap when it comes to data-driven decisions and all. So we focused on having or enabling the people or the companies, focus on data-driven decisions. So when you're focusing on a data-driven environment, you should have a platform to store, to save, to input, to get reports, to analyze your data. You need a platform. So when you are advising on a data-driven decision, which we used to do, now you're supposed to give the digital transformation platform, how you can migrate from your existing system to a better system, and what are the solution as a consultant, even as a financial consultant, or even as a tax consultant you're providing. That's what clients are asking. So rather than just sitting and advising and going back, they are expecting us to give the solution also. So there should be a digital platform where these things can happen. So when you build a digital platform, or when you migrate to a digital platform, obviously you all know that security is the next big thing. So we started focusing on the digital security, and I understand that we have a discussion today on cybersecurity with experts. And obviously, the cybersecurity thing comes into place. And as I said, when you view data as your largest asset, you have to keep it safe. So these three things came into our focus, and we started changing our perspective and approaches to our consulting based on these three approaches. We created a unique blend, which is having more strength, more power in delivering the quality consulting. That we have on one side qualified, certified accountants or management accountants or chartered accountants, whatever you call, who are expert in finance, tax, compliances. And on the other side, the same people are having hardcore tech expertise, like they are into coding, they are playing with the Python, they have BI solutions with them. So this blend opened up a large opportunity horizons in consultancy. So rather than sitting as a traditional advisory tax consultancy firm, we had to create this pool so that we can move on to the higher level of consulting, or higher level of tech consulting, I would say. Also, we created an environment by having joint ventures with a lot of expert firms, where when we created that environment, we found that rather than sitting just on the SME segment, and new doors to the larger enterprises or large client base opened up for us. And right now, I would say that we have been giving the invoicing solutions for MR for the last 2 years, and our solutions have been working very fine with their thousands or lakhs of, or let's say millions of invoices a year. So likewise, just the shift was so influenced by the new emerging technologies. We cannot stand away from it. We have to leap or jump with the same push. And from that, as I said, the limitless horizons opened up. We started bringing new solutions. And just before I wind up my small presentation, I would say how a simple 4 solutions which we rolled out as part of a consulting, which when we found the gap, which emerged as products which have been using recurringly by our clients. So before that, obviously AI have been driving us crazy for a lot more quickly in the last year. And with the era of, you have been seeing how Sora is working from the OpenAI, how beautifully your imaginations are brought into the screen when you just talk to it like you are speaking to another human. So in those eras, how consulting have to evolve was the question we asked, and we found that AI enablement was not something which of a tedious task or a rigorous task for us to make our lives and make our clients' lives easier. And likewise, as I said, we focused on AI-powered business analytics, which gives predictive analytics of data. There was data analytics before, but when you plugged in AI into that, we found that we could deliver 90 to 95% accurate predictive analytics from your past historical data, which helped many of our clients in investment decisions, in expansion decisions, on even winding up decisions. So likewise, that's one example. We have AI-powered automations, which I know many of you sitting here are not new to. And we have AI-powered decision-making engines, as I mentioned. And these are the 4 things just picked up from our basket, which I would just want to highlight. So when we offered solutions, we found that we were making apps or products which were really giving value to the clients. So we started when you, for example, you're saying about process automation, we have for startups and or small clients, we have an app called MedLink, which is a very simple solution, and it's not a big thing. You heard about the automated AI-based CRMs and all here. So likewise, it's like a CRM, but it's very affordable, very convenient to SME segment clients or startup clients who doesn't have an enterprise ERP installed with them, but still they have a large workforce in sales and in other processes, and they want to monitor them, they want to evaluate them, they want to stick onto the KPIs, they want to have incentives based on a quantitative data. So our MedLink was a very simple application which empowered their existing systems in evaluating the works being done by their staff, especially focused on sales. So right now we term this MedLink because we have been giving the solution more to the pharma companies or healthcare industry. But the same framework is applicable to any kind of industry with the same purpose. Then we have, for large enterprises or growing enterprises, we have a solution called Serena, which, as I said, being used by Imar, used by other large enterprises. It's an end-to-end 360-degree invoice automation where the large enterprises could reduce their human effort to 1/10, by installing Serena, which handles your AP, AR automation from end to end. So likewise, when you go to AI-based solutions, this year, in the beginning of this year, we launched an AI-based corporate consultant in Saudi Arabia. We as a firm, we are pretty strong in Saudi. We have a good number of teams, and we have been assisting multinational companies to set up in Saudi, handhold them, do their finances, do their everything from the basic to the advanced investment advisory. On the top of it, we found that we have been spending a lot of time as consultants in the primary meetings, like educating them on how Saudi is working, what is the environment going on there, what are the benefits you are getting, what are the tax regulations in Saudi, etc. And in order to have or make our lives easier, we launched this year an AI-based, the first corporate consultant in Saudi, which we termed him as Zaid, which is available in WhatsApp, in Messenger, in Telegram, on our website, in GPT, etc. So it acts as a simple expert consultant where you can ask any question related to Saudi investing to him, and he responds with all the sorts of data or information you require. So what happened is that it made actually our lives easier, that we could cut down initial meeting hours to a large time of effort and time is saved. At the same time, more conversions are happening, that people get educated through Zaid and they come off to us to execute the process. The same way, we are planning to launch AI-based corporate tax consultant in UAE, which makes our lives and also the clients' lives easier by interacting with the AI consultant 24/7, asking the basic questions, asking the necessary information, so that you are having more knowledge and you learn more before you come to a physical or human consultant. So likewise, we are launching AI-based agents and tools which makes the lives of our clients and ourselves easier. So these are the focuses which we had to look into rather than sitting as a traditional consultant with the influence of technology. So these are the just things, very simple things which I had to present you, how as a small consultant when compared to big fours and fives, even ourselves, Tas and Hamjit, have to shift our focus into more tech-based consulting. So just concluding the same, what I tried to deliver is just very simple fact when compared to the more serious discussions here, how an industry have been disrupted by technology, especially it have been now coming down to the more ground level, affecting even the startups, even the SME segment clients. And if you're taking actions, it's the right time. Otherwise, you are, the replacement happens there. When you are not being aligned with the new technology engagements or embedments, you just get replaced. So that's what I try to deliver, and I hope you have got the vibe what I have been trying to convey. And once again, thank you for your time. Thank you, FiNext, for this opportunity. And we are having a counter in the exhibition anytime we can interact on what we have been doing and how we can add value to anyone. And thank you once again. And if you have any question, please let me know. We can ask here or we can have on the ground also. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.